Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to see about the data structures with C laboratory. The subject code is 18CSL38. So we are going to see about the data structures and its concept with the implementation of C language in this lab. Let us go to the first experiment. So in the lab, first experiment is design, develop, implement a menu-driven C program in C for the following array operations. So creating an array of n integer elements. So the first task is have to create a one array with n integer elements. The second subtask is display of array elements with suitable headings. Okay. So we need to display that elements of array with the suitable heading of it. The third task is inserting an element at a given valid position. So we have to, the program have to insert an element where the position of that element where it should be inserted is given as a one of the parameter. Then deleting an element at a given valid position. So deleting an element any given, for example, if the element is in third position has to be eliminated or has to be deleted, means that is the fourth task in this C program. Then final is exit. So with this we are going to see about implementation of these concepts in C program. Let us see the program one by one. So first, always the C program starts with the inclusion of header file. stdio.h, stdlib.h is a standard library functions required to implement this concept. So that have been included. Then for the creation of array, we need to have the one array declaration. So that should be in integer. So int a of 100 is specified and int n is nothing but the number of array size. Okay. So the size of array is mentioned in the variable n. Then create, insert, delete and display are the four different operations has to be performed in this concept that are declared here. So that declaration of these functions have been declared before going to start the main program. Okay. So the main task starts with the name of main, and after that the variables which are required for this implementation has been declared here. So that is called as variable declaration. That part is called as variable declaration. So what are the variables required means, first we need to choose the options. Which option we are going to, whether we are going to create an array or displaying an element or like integer, inserting one element into the array or deleting an element, or if you want to exit. So that options has to be stored in one variable, that is ch. Then position in the sense, if we are going to insert an element in one position, means that position should be specified, that is declared in the variable pos. And value, what is the value have to be inserted. So these three variables are declared as integer before going to start the logic of this one. So the logic starts with the keyword while of 1 we are starting the logic. So first the option should be displayed for the end user to understand. So the option should be displayed. How we can display means using the printf functions. Printf enter 1 to create an array of n elements is the first option. Enter 2 to display an element in array is the second option. Third option is to insert the element at a particular position. And fourth option is same, to delete an element from the particular position. And fifth, to exit. So finally these are all the options we need to display for the users. Then we have to get the option, which option they are going to select. So for that clarification, again one more printf should be declared, should be typed. So printf enter the choice. printf enter the choice. After that, the choice should be scanned. How it can be scanned means by using the scanf function. When you take scanf function, there are two parts. First one is the format specifier part, another one is the variable arguments passing pass. So what is the first part means variable format specifier. Here ch is declared as integer, so that format is specified as %d. So %d is used for specifying the integers, right? Fine. After we got this options, that is should be switch cased, that should be treated individual cases. So that's what the switch case option is included here. Switch ch off is started. Case 1. Case 1 is to create the one array. So before going to create array, we need to get the size of that array. So that should be get from the in its case. So that's what printf enter the number of elements in array is given, it is scanned in the scanf statement, and then the create function is called. So the create function is to create a number of arrays, and case 2 is to display the array. So the display is the name of the function that is invoked in the case 2. After the each case, the break statements should be added, and case 3 to insert an element in this position. For that also one insert option is the insert function is there. Insert function takes two arguments. First one is the position of the array, and then second argument is the value which should be inserted in the array. So that two input parameter has to be get from the before going to insert one element. So that two option is done in the pair of printf and scanf statement. Here first printf and scanf statement get the value of position, and second pair of printf and scanf statement get the value of value which should be inserted. So after we got the position and value, then the insert function should be called. So that insert function will be defined in the outside of the case loop, the switch case, that we will see in the next slide. So that insert function has to be called. That is what it is given in this before the break statement, right? Then case 4. Case 4 is to delete option. So for deleting also we need one variable, input variable, which position it should be deleted, right? So it should be deleted the position we need. So that is brought with the help of pair of printf and scanf statement. So here position is saved as a %d, that is integer. After we got the position value, that delete function should be carried out. So that what delete is given here. Then the final option, default option is exit. Okay, fine. So this is what happening in the switch cases. Let us see each functions one by one. First function is create function. For the creation of array, what we need to have one for loop. For loop is the best option to create a one array. So we already got the element size. So that element size is given here. No? So for starting from I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus is the default for statement for creating any type of array. It's not only an integer array. For any type of array, for loop is the best option. It starts from this location of I equal to 0, because always your array elements will be started from 0th location. So that's what I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to n, I plus plus is given. Inside the for loop, we need to get the values of each element in the array. That should be done with the help of scanf, and it should be stored in the continuous location of that array. What is the name of the array here? A. So ampersand of a of I, it is saved, right? So this is very easy concept. Creation of array should be done with the help of for loop starting from I equal to 0 to I is less than n, right? Then second option is void display. That means we need to display the elements of array. For displaying purpose also the same logic is going to use. Starting from for equal to I, for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Instead of scanf, here printf statement is going to print the values of each elements. Then third function is insert function. For inserting the one element, void insert is a function. Void insert into position comma into value, right? Insert position, that means into position and value stores the which position the value should be inserted and what is the value should be inserted, right? So it starts with a temporary variable of int I. Then for I equal to n, how it travels, you have to listen this concept now. So I equal to 1, I is greater than or equal to position I minus minus. That means we have to travel in a reverse way. So starting with the value of I equal to n, that means n is the size of the array, no? So starting with I equal to n, I should be greater than the position. I should be greater than the position. If it equal to the position, that array will be stopped. That execution will be stopped once it reaches the position. The value which should be inserted will be inserted in that particular location. So that's what it is traveled in a reverse direction. I equal to 1, I is less than, I is greater than or equal to position, I minus minus is given. Then how it is inserting, listen this line, a of I plus 1 is equal to a of I, right? So a of I is the value which is stored in the previous one. So now it is moved to a of I plus 1. That means first before going to insert the position which should be inserted, the current value of that position should be moved on to the next position, right? So the current value of the position should be assigned to the next position. That's what it is done in this line. So a of I plus 1 is assigned as a of I. After that we can insert the value. So that's what it is inserted here, right? N equal to n plus 1 is moved again. So now the array element is updated. After the execution of this for loop, inside the for loop, we need to show that the array element is updated. So this is what done in the insert part. And again, delete part. Delete is very very important. We need to get the only one input as a position. Which position the element can be deleted. So if the position is higher than the size of its array, it is not possible. So that's what we need to give one error statement, that if position is not equal, is greater than n plus 1, printf deletion is not possible. Else the deletion is possible. So wherever the position is pointing, that position value should be removed. So how it is removed means by changing the value of its next location to its present location. Now I pointing to the position where the element should be deleted. So how we can do this means we can change the next element value to the present element value. Likewise, if you remove 1 by 1, if you decrement 1 by 1, the where the position exactly has to be deleted will be deleted finally. So that's what after the end of this for loop, element is deleted should be given here, right? So we'll see the sample output. The first output, this is what displaying when you are going to execute this program. Enter 1 to create an array of n elements, enter to display the array element in the array, and enter 3 to insert an element, and enter 4 to delete, enter 5 to exit, enter. Now enter the choice, they have given 1. So 1 is meaning for creation of array. First, to create before going to create an array, we need to get the number of elements. How many elements are required means, for this case I am giving 5. So so after I gave the 5, that element should be asked which elements are going to give. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are the 5 different elements means that is created. Then second choice, another choice is 3. 3 in the sense inserting one element. So which element should be inserted means which position. First of all, position should be asked. It should be inserted in the second position, and the value of the second position is 15, means that is inserted after the successful insertion array element is updated is given, right. The third sample output is choice of 2 in the sense displaying the elements after the element is updated. Now the elements which are present in this array are 10, 20, 15, 30 and 40 only. Okay, the 50 is eliminated because the size of array is only 5. So after that we added one more element. So now with the updated new element, only element, and that's array will be displayed. The existing element, the last element which is present in the array is now deleted. Okay, so this is what happening in this array of elements, right. I hope you understand this logic. I will catch you in the next video about next topic. Thank you.